Can elephants hear with their feet? In the heat of the savanna and the hush of the forest, a conversation unfolds beneath our feet, low, long, and often invisible. This is the story of elephant communication, a sensory world that blends rumble, touch, scent, and sight into a living language. Scene by scene, we travel from sweeping grasslands to shadowed riverbanks, following voices that shape herds, steer migrations, and mourn the lost. We begin at dawn. A family rises together. Matriarch first, then daughters, calves close to breasts. Her low rumbles travel through air and earth. They are not mere calls. They are maps, warnings, and lullabies. Scientists record these vibrations as infrasound, frequencies too low for most human ears, but rich with meaning for elephants. In the open plains, a distant rumble can carry for miles. The matriarch sends a call that vibrates through the ground. Subtle shifts in timing and pitch tell the herd to move, stop, or circle. Calves press their trunks to the ground, testing the rhythm. Footsteps become a drumbeat of guidance and reassurance. But sound is only one thread. Touch binds elephant societies. Trunks stroke faces, entwine in greeting, and tap flanks in comfort. The matriarch's trunk can count the number of footsteps her family takes. Tactile signals reinforce authority and relieve tension. When a storm approaches, trunks coil and legs brace. The physical contact keeps social bonds intact during stress and celebration. Smell writes another layer of this language. Elephants have a keen olfactory sense that reads the chemistry of the world. They detect hormones in urine and sweat, identifying individuals, reproductive states, and danger long before eyes can confirm. A bull in must leaves a scent trail that alters how groups behave. A skittish scent can shift a grazing patch into a silent, watchful vigil. Then there are facial expressions and ear positions, subtle cues we often miss. A raised ear can widen an elephant's acoustic intake, while flared ears cool the body and signal alertness. Eyes narrow in suspicion, trunks curl in curiosity. Each gesture telescopes into meaning through repetition and context. Researchers piece these signals together with patient observation and careful recording. Microphones buried in the soil pick up infrasound. Accelerometers on collars track vibration. Cameras capture touch and posture. Over years, patterns emerge. The rumble that precedes migration, the squeal that signals joy, the low moan at separation. We meet the matriarch, often the oldest female, whose memory is a library of routes, waterholes, and the stories of those who came before. Her leadership is communicated with whispers and touches that ripple through the herd like a slow wave. When she pauses, the group listens in body and foot. Her absence leaves a silence that changes the herd's rhythm for years. Family structure is a choreography of communication. Mothers teach calves to interpret the language, where to place a trunk against a hip, how long to rumble before approaching a stranger, when to freeze and listen. Play is practice. Youngsters test trunk taps and vocal mimicry, learning the grammar of their society through trial and response. Conflict is handled through ritual rather than constant violence. Display and rumble mediate disputes. Feet shuffle, tusks graze air, trunks slap the earth. Often, a stern nudge or a loud call restores order. These rules reduce lethal fights and maintain social cohesion. Elephant funerals reveal the depth of feeling encoded in their communication. Herds gather around the bones of the dead, touching and caressing with trunks. Some elephants return to the same place years later, guided by scent and memory. The low moans during these ceremonies seem to carry questions and recognition across generations. Communication shapes migration too. In dry seasons, the matriarch's knowledge of distant water is transmitted in low-frequency calls. These signals coordinate movement across landscapes, enabling herds to navigate by a chorus of memory and sound. Young elephants follow not only vision, but vibrations carried through earth and air. Male elephants, often solitary or in small bachelor groups, develop different conversational styles. Bulls use scent marking and must calls to declare dominance and reproductive status. Sparse but significant, their signals intersect with family herds during mating season, creating a larger map of social negotiation. Human activity complicates these dialogues. Roads, fences, and noise pollution interrupt soundscapes and obscure scent trails. Poaching fragments family lines, removing the oldest storytellers and silencing cultural knowledge. Conservation must therefore protect not only bodies and habitats, but the acoustic and chemical channels elephants rely on. Some conservationists use our understanding of elephant communication to mitigate conflict. Playback of low rumbles can guide herds away from farms, while scent barriers can redirect wandering bulls. By listening like an elephant, managers craft nonviolent solutions that respect the species' social language. Technology opens new windows. Satellite collars reveal routes. Bioacoustic arrays map conversation networks across landscapes. Machine learning sorts vocalizations into categories: alarm, greeting, mating, offering scientists a lexicon of elephant signals. Yet machines cannot replace the slow, patient work of field observation where context remains king. Elephant communication is also a story about time. Their slow pace, long rumbles, extended gazes, multi-generational memories challenges our urgency. To listen properly requires patience, sitting in shade as the herd moves, waiting for a sound that arrives like a tide. In doing so, we learn a different currency of life, one measured in decades rather than hours. Cultural transmission in elephants may parallel human traditions. Tool use, migration routes, and social rituals appear to be taught rather than innate. A young matriarch inherits not only genes but songs of survival. Protecting elders means preserving a living encyclopedia of landscapes and language. There are still mysteries. How precisely do infrasounds encode complex information? Do different clans have dialects? Can elephants deliberate language changes over time? Every answer uncovers deeper questions, urging more listening and study. We end back at the riverbank as dusk folds the sky. A calf leans against its mother, trunk entwined, both bodies humming a slow, shared vibration. The herd rises, rumbles ripple through grass, and shadows move as one. In this web of rumble, touch, scent, and sight, elephants teach us a different way to be social, attentive, patient, and deeply connected to place. If we choose to protect these channels, the quiet songs beneath our feet, the scents that map the world, we safeguard not just a species but a way of knowing. The silence we leave behind will be the measure of our success. Can elephants hear with their feet? Yes, and in listening, we begin to hear with them.